We also had a fiasco in the AFCON final. Players walking off the pitch, ball boys snatching towels, some fans trying to break onto the pitch, lasers being used on goalkeepers and everything. So CAF has finally delivered the big hammer, the sanctions on all the perpetrators on the day. So I have it here. Let me read it all out to you. So both teams have all received sanctions, and let's get straight into it. So for Morocco first, the host nation, well, Ismail Saibari, who is the player who was guarding the Senegal towel, not allowing Senegal's goalkeeper to use their towel, and even at the end, going to take the towel away and throwing it away, he has been suspended for 3 games, so 3 matches suspended. And he has also been fined for $100,000 for that action he committed. Also, Ashraf Hakimi, who was filmed in the match throwing Senegal's goalkeeper's towel away, he literally picked it where the goalkeeper placed it and threw it away. He has been suspended for 2 games, but then one of them is a suspended sentence, which means he will serve only one, and then the other one, it will be on his file for 1 year. If he doesn't commit any offense, then he will not serve any other suspension. But then if he commit another offense, then he's going to serve the other 1 match suspension automatically. So 2 games he's been suspended, and he will serve only one. Then the Morocco Football Federation, they have been fined $200,000 for the actions of the ball boys. The ball boys snatching towels away. Happened in a game against Nigeria. They went to snatch towels and threw them away. Happened also in the final against Senegal. They snatched towels. They assaulted even the Senegal goalkeeper at a point, trying to snatch the towel and everything. They have been fined for $200,000 for that. Then also the federation was fined $100,000 for the actions of their players in the final. When the VAR was called, they literally went to gather around the referee's area. I mean, players have a designated area they're supposed to be, but then they all invaded the VAR area, trying to sort of put pressure because there's a lot of tension. So they've been fined $100,000 for that. Then some of the fans were also using lasers on Endo Adumendi and other Senegal players, and they've been fined $15,000 for the use of lasers in the AFCON final. Then let's move to Senegal. They have also received very strong sanctions and for their part in the final chaos. And let's start first with the coach, Pap Thiaw. He told the players, walk off, come off in the final. Cam says, in our football tournament, you don't do that. So he has been suspended for 5 games. For that, 5 games. He's been suspended and wouldn't be on the bench for Senegal in 5 games. Also, he has been fined for $100,000. $100, that's the $1,000. That is the fine he has been suspended with. Also, Ismail Assar, who is a player for Senegal, he made very provocative confrontations with the referee, and CAF deemed it to be unsportsmanship behavior. So he has been suspended for 2 games. Then they have Liman Ndiaye. He made a signs like this. Like, when I do like this, it shows that money. So he made a sign towards the referee like that, showing that the referee has taken money. And for that, he has also been suspended for 2 games for that action he made. 2 games he'll be serving a ban, Liman Ndiaye, the player for Senegal. Then for the Senegalese fans, they were trying to break onto the field. Whilst the final was ongoing, the match was ongoing, they were trying to literally get onto the field. You don't do that in football. So they have also been, not the fans, but then the federation, the Senegal Football Federation has been fined $300,000 for those actions on their fans. And apart from that, the players also exhibited a lot of unsportsmanship behavior, like walking out of the pitch, invading the VAR area, and all that chaos. So the federation has been fined another $300,000 for that action also. Then they had 5 yellow cards in the final. That final, they have been fined another $15,000. So in total, Senegal's Football Federation will be fined and it's $615,000. So if you combine the 2 fines of the 2 federations, $615,000 and then $315,000, that's $930,000. That's what the 2 federations will be paying. And if you add the fine of the 2 players, the coach, that is Pap Thiaw of Senegal and also Ismail Saibari of Morocco, who have each been fined $100,000, then the total amount is going over $1 million, about $1.1 million. That is what the 2 teams will be paying for the whole fiasco in the AFCON final. So I mean, that is heavy, over $1 million. That's what they'll be paying. The prize money for the AFCON is $10 million. So if you are paying more than 10% of the prize money for the fiasco you cause, I think it feels like it's a very heavy and strong sanctions. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think this sanctions is like heavy and deterrent enough to avoid any other future things like this from happening, or it should have been more harder and more stronger? Just let me know in the comments.